I'm having such a panic attack right now. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning, and my therapist told me that I can film these things because it'll help to make me feel better. And I feel like I can't breathe, and I feel like I'm dying. So I'm going to go for a walk. My therapist told me I need to wind down from the adrenaline rush. And when you get panic attacks, you get filled with adrenaline. So once you get rid of the adrenaline, you can actually start to feel better. And I have an issue with my health that I definitely need to be going to the hospital for, but I'm too terrified. I have phobias of doctors, and my condition is flaring up right now. It's edema, swelling of the legs, ankles, and feet. And it's gotten so bad that I can hardly bend my legs at the knee right now. And it started getting worse about a half hour ago, to the point where I could see my legs about to burst from all the swelling. They got so tight as a drum, and 3 times the size is normal. And I know I need to get to a hospital, and I'm too afraid to go. The last time I've been at a hospital, I saw my mother on her deathbed dying. So it triggers me into trauma to think of even going to a hospital. So I don't want to go to a hospital because I'm out of breath, by the way, because it reminds me of death and dying, and it scares me. It really scares me. So I'm doing my best to walk, and I'm out of breath from the anxiety and being out of shape. And I'm trying to get my circulation going. If I can get my circulation going, then possibly I can get the excess water out of my legs and ankles and feet. And I can't breathe right now because I'm having a panic attack. This is really embarrassing. So my heart's racing, and I'm trying my best, guys. A lot of you don't even care. Probably think I'm some hysteric woman or a histrionic woman. I'm not. I've had these panic attacks since the age of 5. And I'm 50. And they suck. They suck. They really suck. The sun's just coming up now. And there it is. There's the sun. The sun coming up. And it really sucks when you have these anxiety issues and your family members, especially your husband, and I'm not blaming him, he just doesn't understand. So he thinks that this is ridiculous and I can control this, and I can't control it. People with panic disorder cannot control this. You may think they can, but they can't, and I'll tell you why. The therapists always tell you, well, think happy thoughts. Think positive thoughts. And you can't do this with a broken brain. Some people can. Some people aren't that far along. But when you have it so bad, you cannot think happy thoughts. You cannot put your brain into a different mind frame. It's into this negative loop of death and dying and doom and gloom, and you're going to drop dead, and the most worst things are going to happen to you. And you really don't believe anything good can come from it. And I'm going to have to stop here. Oh my God. My heart is racing. And now I'm halfway away from home. And I don't know if I can make it back. My legs are so bad. Now I just created a predicament. And I tried to call one of those hotlines, you know, those crisis hotlines. They're free. They're 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But I already called last week. And it's really embarrassing. I mean, it's embarrassing because I feel like I'm bothering somebody. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, for God's sakes. I'm sure these people are on call. But what if they're sleeping? And some histrionic person having panic attacks is calling them and going to bother them. I don't want to bother people. And that's the problem with this disease. You are afraid to alarm your family members when you're having an attack because you don't want them to know how seriously scared you are, because then they may get scared and then scare you even worse. Or they don't want to hear it because they have their own problems. They don't need to hear you whining and crying about anxiety. And listen to the birds. Okay, I'm trying to focus on something besides my thoughts, and it's not helping right now. But I'm trying to get my legs pumping over here. I'm wearing ugly Crocs. These are the world's ugliest shoes. And if you were about to drop dead, you do not want to drop dead in these shoes because it'll only humiliate you even worse. And it's like Elvis. He died on the toilet bowl. Imagine dropping a deuce and dropping dead and people finding you on the toilet bowl. Well, I'm sure he did more than drop a deuce. I'm sure he was probably snorting some coke too, but that's not something I'm doing. Oh God. All right, let's keep these legs pumping. Let's keep this blood pumping so we can get this water out of my legs. And if I showed you guys how bad this is, you wouldn't believe it. Maybe I will. I don't think you want to see my ugly ass legs right now, but my ankles are so swollen. Okay, that's not normal ankles, boys and girls. That's not normal. And yes, I have dandruff from dry skin. Sorry. Okay, that's really scary, and it goes all the way up to my thighs. Okay? 3 times the size of normal legs and feet and ankles and thighs. All water weight. The doctor told me that I needed to get my heart checked out. And I went to the appointment, and he started pulling out all these, like, freaking machines and all sorts of things. And he was very, very terrified at first when he listened to my heart. And I asked him to please stop. And he was so alarmed that he started getting these carts out and these machines and MRIs and all this other stuff. And I ran out of there. I disappeared. Oh God, there's a man walking over there. He won't rape me. I can assure you. I look like the elephant man. Okay, I have elephantitis of the legs right now. And I try to... Look, there's little fire ant hills. See, we notice things. People with anxiety notice things. All right, let me keep walking. This is a bizarre video. I know you guys are going to be like, oh, this chick is bizarre. We're going to unsubscribe. Please don't. And why is there a rope around this tree? Okay, I don't know. Shoot. Okay. All right, keep those legs pumping. Keep those legs pumping. As long as you keep those legs pumping, you're alive. And these damn panic attacks, I hate them so much. I've had enough of them. I truly had enough of them. I want these things to stop, and they just won't. They get worse and worse and worse. As my health gets worse, the panic attacks get worse. Where am I walking? I don't even know this neighborhood because I barely ever leave the house from the anxiety. And all right, we have to stop for a moment. I'm trying to get rid of this adrenaline. That's what my therapist told me. It's the same therapist that ripped off a piece of tape from a tape dispenser when I was having a panic attack in his office. And I'm sorry. Oh, something's in my throat. Maybe I'm allergic to life. I don't know. Something was just made my throat all itchy. And he handed me a piece of tape when I was having a panic attack and said, this will ground you. A piece of tape. Because he wanted me to feel the sticky piece of the tape. And my brain wasn't having that. My brain was like, hey, this is shit. This is not going to work. And my throat is so itchy right now. I think I'm allergic to something. My legs blew up even more than normal after I ate one of those midnight snacks. You know that midnight snack stuff? I had a piece of leftover pizza, and then my legs started swelling up. And now my throat. Maybe I'm having an allergic reaction. Maybe that's why my legs are swelling up in my throat now. I'm gonna throw up from the anxiety. Guys, I'm so sorry. This was what the anxiety... Anxiety makes me throw up. Oh my God. Okay, I didn't. I saved it. Okay? I saved it. I can't do this anymore, guys. I can't deal with this. This is fucking terrible. It's fucking terrible. I can't deal with this. Guys, do you have anxiety? Please tell me your story in the comments below. Am I the only one with this? Do you go through this too? This feeling of doom and gloom, and like you're gonna go crazy or die or have a heart attack or something fatal is going to happen to you. Oh my God. All right. I'm trying here. Everyone's got their sprinklers out. Well, shit. Okay. We don't need to get wet on top of this. Well, at least people like their lawn green here in Long Island. That's nice. There's something stuck in my throat that's making it itch. Like something in the air. Okay, I'm going back home. And it must be garbage day. Nobody has cans anymore? Okay. All right. There's something in the air that's making my throat a little scratchy. Okay. Oh my God, I can't breathe. I feel like I can't breathe. I'm hyperventilating. Okay. Well, let's just take a look at that. 'Cause that's beautiful. Might be the last thing I see. If you guys are watching and something happens to me, please don't forget me. Please keep my channel alive and keep me alive somehow, some way. I don't want to die. I'm really scared. I prayed to God. I don't usually pray very much, but I prayed to God and I'm asking for help. Please, God, hear my prayers. And for all of you that are watching, please pray for me and that this anxiety goes away and my health gets better, because I can't deal with this much longer. I'm getting weaker and weaker and sicker. Anxiety, they always tell you, anxiety can't kill you. No one ever died from a panic attack, but it takes a toll on your body. It creates stress that creates health illnesses in your body. So I'm going to go now. Thanks for listening to me. I guess this is a confession hour, and I appreciate you guys for supporting me.